Hello everyone, I'm Ronald Mehta and welcome back to our channel digiaid.com. We are your digital aid and we provide free courses on the subjects of business and marketing.
Let's understand the art of selling and the theories around it. The focus in selling is either on the customer or the company. The two different strategies or approaches for selling are either focusing on the company or focusing on the customer. Since the main purpose of selling is to serve the interest of the company, focus on the customer later meets the focus on the company. Moving forward, achieving certain objectives or target requires specific strategies, and they entail the following. Your sales strategy could be hard or a soft sell strategy. It could be a client-centered strategy where you keep the interest of the client above your interest as a company. It could be a product price strategy where you play around with the quality or with the price of the product. It could be a win-win strategy where both the parties are happy. Or it could lead to a negotiation strategy. Now moving on to theories of selling, which aid you in selling any kind of product. They are centered around behavioral theories, and they entail the following. Stimulus response theory, product orientation theory, and need satisfaction theory. Now please note, three theories of selling are not independent to each other. In reality, all three theories are used in a blend by salespeople many times to successfully close a sale. Now let's take a stab at each one of them briefly to understand which theory would blend which with theory. Let's start with the first one, and that is the stimulus response theory. According to this theory, the buyer will respond in the way the salesperson wants him or her to. That is, if the salesperson uses the correct stimuli, by stimuli I mean motivation, in the right strength or dose, it will work in their favor. The stimuli are, first, personality projection, as in the physical appearance of the salesperson, his skills or her mannerisms. Next, product campaign. The company's product is presented as leading or with the price without overdoing it. Another stimuli could be competitor killing, that is, the competitors' brands or products are skillfully buried by the salespeople. Or it could be price concession, to provide price concession or price discounts on purchases which would work in the favor of the salesperson. The next theory is the product orientation theory. Here the focus is on the product. In this theory, it is assumed that the buyer is unaware of recent technological developments and it's only on the salesperson to make the buyer aware. In doing so, the salesperson would be able to introduce the buyer into using or buying his or her product. In product orientation theory, the salesperson relies on explanations and presentations instead of the more aggressive approach taken in the stimulus response theory. Sometimes, subtle psychological pressure can also be applied. This selling approach is most commonly used for computers, pharmaceutical products, smartphones, etc. And the final theory, need satisfaction theory. According to this theory, the selling process leads to the mutual satisfaction between the buyer and seller. Unlike the other theories mentioned, this theory is based on a win-win situation. In this theory, before proposing a sale, the needs and expectations of a prospect, as in your customer, must be ascertained by the salesperson. The buyer's points and objections, if any, must be carefully noted down by the salesperson. You must then answer the queries to satisfy the buyer. Unlike stimulus response theory that focuses on the salesperson and her or his skills, this method focuses on the customers and is hence majorly accepted by the prospect. Moving further, this theory has a high level of sales effectiveness as well. The relationship that leads to a satisfied and happy customer can be predicted by this theory. The importance of developing professional partnership between the seller and buyer is highlighted in this approach. Many feel that the seller and buyer relationship can yield profits to the company only through this particular theory. And finally, the art of negotiation, which is helpful in all the three theories. There are 5 negotiating strategies, the first one being accommodating. Here the relationship between the two parties must be maintained at any cost. This is highly prioritized. The outcome of the negotiation is given secondary priority. Next is collaborating. Here both parties achieve their goals through the proper management of negotiation by maintaining interpersonal relationship, win-win strategy. Next, compromising. The approach as humans that reaching a win-win situation is not possible. Hence, the compromise made by one party results in the success of another party, a win-lose arrangement. Next, controlling. In this strategy, the power of aggression is used by one party to achieve its objectives over another party, heavy bargaining. And finally comes avoiding. Avoiding is done when relationships are not maintained or goals are not met. Avoiding entails simply withdrawing or diplomatically postponing it for a more convenient time. So that's it folks, this brings an end to the topic on the art of selling and the theories around it. These are the list of sources and links referred to for our content in the video. Thank you and stay tuned for more videos.